time away. For little crazy junk things.
Yeah.
I want to live.
Yeah.
So that means I've got to take care of myself.
And start that book or the inspirational.
I've saved every poem I ever knew in my life, and the ones that Catherine used to cut out for Mama, and Catherine and Eva too, cut out everything and send to Mama.
Mm-hmm.
So my dream was, I have enough material here to compile one of the best, biggest inspirational books that ever was.
Yeah.
And if you give them credit, if you give the author credit at the bottom,
yeah,
you're not breaking any law or anything.
And
so I had wanted all my life to do that. Now, I had wanted to do that more than write the story of our lives.
Well, do it, baby.
No excuse.
No excuse.
I've got the material here. That's why my house is so full.
Yeah, let go of the pictures and start with the...
Hold on just a second.
Okay.
This is something. Well, Charlotte, I was determined about the pictures to get Prissy that book made.
Yeah.
Now the others can do their own.
Yeah.
That was so hard.
Yeah.
And I think I did an excellent job. I let everything else go and did that.
Mm-hmm.
But this is in Catherine's writing, and it's on. You remember the recipe cards?
Yeah.
Well, at the top it's red ink. The only way to keep the love and warmth of a child is to stand him on his own feet when he is ready and let him go.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she would copy such as that out of the paper, see?
Mm-hmm.
Now, down here she starts in blue ink. It's strange that I recognize each one of my sister's handwritings. There is a saying that the good die young. It means that the good are always young in spirit, no matter when they die. Old age is a time to be gentle, serene, stuck here. Such can possess and only come from a deep faith that steadies the weak and they can warmth with little people and kindness have understanding, human peace, assurance that growing old is a happy experience, not a bitterness. They'll live forever, for they will never be forgotten. With faith comes the ability to lose of you are able to love. To love. If you are able to love, you will be loved. But you can't be loved. You and can't demand love. You can't. I thought I could read it. You can't. Pass it. If you must give love to receive love, once given never disappears. Isn't that sweet?
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could make it out better. Maybe I can get my magnifying glass, but it's Catherine's.
Yeah.
And how odd that I came up on that in Savannah's things.
Well.
But Catherine was all about love. And she, you know, Mama took her out of school in the 7th grade, and she never, ever had any bitterness. And I admire her as a person. She took on the full responsibility of the house. She would be the one that kept up with the groceries. Papa, we need flour. We need meal. And never any bitterness in her. So to show you the difference in the lives, Elsie could have been great if Mom and Daddy had sent her to college.
Yeah. Yeah.
See the difference in people. Catherine idolized them. And Elsie was bitter.
Well, and she's...
Well, I've got off of rambling on everything but the right thing.
Well...
But I'm sorry I stumbled so on this.
Oh, that's...
I wouldn't take anything for it.
No, but that would be good if you could focus on those things.
You know, as the winter wears on. Now, I'm not giving up my dreams. Because that's still in dreams. It must have been since I was a little girl because I've saved so much.
Yeah.
And I know what's going to happen to it when I'm gone. It'll go out on the street. I don't have a child that thinks like I do.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'd rather do that than write the story of my life. Yet it's entertaining. I fell in love over and over again. I fell in love with Glenn's friend. I've told you all about that.
No.
Oh, and when I'd get tired of looking at him, which wasn't often, I'd slip out in the smokehouse and play paper dolls. And I was in love with him, Ralph Hickman. And one day I saw him go in the toilet. And I never felt love die that quick. That's all it took.
How old were you?
What happened to make it kill off?
I found out he used the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Till then, I thought he was superior.
How old were you?
Oh, I might have been 12. I was still trying to slip off play paper dolls.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Anyway, and I've got all my paper dolls. I saw them the other day, and when they all come, I'll show them to you.
Okay.
Shirley Temple, the Dial Quintuplets, Gone with the Wind. And I can't throw them away.
No, don't.
They are put away so neat. I just put them in a new box because the boxes were torn up. But in that cedar chest, see, nothing changes.
No. Well, you could...
Books and I thank God that my sisters gave me. I was looking here the other day. Eber and Essie in 1938. Little Women, she has 10. Little Women, Joe's Boys, all of Louisa May Alcott's books. And that's why I love to read. Pity the child that don't have good books.
Well, you could intermingle your life along with those poems. Just make it one compilation.
And also the things that was closest to me that I read that intermingled in my life.
That's right.
Charlotte, it's hard to do, but I thought when winter comes, and I won't be going out much. Try to go to water now and all that, but when the weather gets real bad, I'll sit here. I'm gradually getting this place cleaned. SCB's coming, he said, the first of the week, and I want this old freezer out of here.
Yeah.
Just one morning it hit me. And I opened it and I was going to clean it out. I can't even pick the stuff up. And it's old adventure and fish and, in buckets of ice.
Yeah.
And so I just come to me to call SB, and I told him the freezer still ran,
Mm-hmm.
and if there was anything in there he could use, fine, if he knew of anybody else, but I'll never use it.
Yeah.
And I want it out of there.
Yeah.
And that may be where I fix my corner up to work.
Yeah.
By that heater.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of space there. That heater.
Oh, Alex
that
said,
freezer.
Mama, that's going to give you some space.
Mm-hmm. Well, good.
So I'm gradually going to... One morning I just woke up and I said, I want it out of here.
Yeah.
I don't know why I had tried to hold on to it.
Yeah.
Nothing in there I won't.
Mm-mm.
So anyway, I'm moving along.
Well, good.
But it's so good to hear from y'all. And Eva Carolyn called me. I don't know if I talked to you about...
Mm-mm.
Hank had called... She's called twice. Hank had called her about Eva used to use coke to do a hand.
Sister asked me that on email. She sent me one at work, and I said I never saw her do it.
I hadn't either. But
Use
you know
what?
I told her? Before I got through, I said, Eva, they ain't but one way. She probably cooked it in coke, maybe turned it over in the icebox a time or two in it, and baked it in it. And I said the other way would be to insert it with a needle, and I don't think I ever saw Eva do that.
No, she wouldn't. Mm-mm.
But if he saw that,
Then he's the only one.
he's the only one that did see it.
Yeah.
I know that me and Ted got so sick down there one night, she pulled her ham out of the oven and we killed ourselves on it.
Oh.
Me and him vomited all through Christmas.
Oh.
Lord.
I remember just how very sick I was. And he'd cut a piece and eat it and cut me a piece and hand it to me.
Well, maybe, no, I don't know what made y'all sick, but...
Hot. Greasy ham.
Oh.
And Charlotte, I really believe it was fresh.
Oh, probably.
Oh, what made us sick was it was out of the oven. Probably the grease just bubbling in it, and we eat half of it. I tell you what made us sick.
Well.
It wasn't the way she cooked the ham. It was delicious.
Yeah. Well,
But Coke, I've heard it many, many times about Vincent. I think that it tenders it.
Yeah, it's got acid and stuff in
That's
it.
right, it fizz.
Yeah.
So all I could think of, if he wants to open a can of Coke and pour it over the ham,
Yeah.
I don't imagine it would do too much to the taste.
No, I put that glaze you taught me how that on
That's
Michelle.
the only thing I've ever used.
Brown sugar, vinegar, and mustard. And I put ground cloves in mine.
Oh, I bet. I know that's good.
Oh, it's
Well,
wonderful.
I have cooked it with pineapple and maraschino.
Yeah, that's...
And stick cloves.
Yeah.
Cloves.
That was the way, original way, and I just went to the ground cloves
Well, it has to be better.
to give it that taste.
I hardly ever have any stick cloves.
Yeah. But I made it at work last year, and they want me to do it again this year for
Now,
Thanksgiving.
she told me that you did the ham. Eva Carroll.
Yeah.
She didn't know, and she didn't know nothing about no Coke.
No, me
But
neither.
anyway, I got 2 calls out of that.
Oh.
Oh.
But did they ever find out what was wrong with Aunt Savannah?
And at the 5.5 hours I sat there, when they got through, they said, the doctor called me out in the hall and said, you can't find one thing. Said, now, this is 3 times. And said, it's what it probably is little TIAs that don't even show up.
Yeah.
And he said, now, you and me both know her age, and she's very fragile. In other words, just be prepared for anything.
Yeah.
And I do know that everything that could be done has been done for her.
Yeah.
And that gives me a certain peace.
Yeah.
But she will be 91 in April. That's far past how long Mama lived.
Yeah.
And Essie said, it was yesterday, said, Eva died at
70.
Catherine died at 64. Eva died at 72, which I call them young. And so here's poor old Elsie, 87, Essie, 85, and Savannah, 91. What more could we ask God?
How old was Aunt May when she passed?
About 93, wasn't she? Or
I don't
92?
know.
Yeah.
You know, she's on that
She
video
was born
too.
in 1904. Did she die in 98?
I don't remember.
I think Randy was here. So if she died in 98, would that be 94 years?
Yeah.
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 She and Mr. and Ms. Arthur were just about the same age. And you know, he lived on
96. Wait. 1904. Okay, yeah. 8. I mean 4. 94.
She was born in 4.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, okay. I believe that's what she was. I believe that's what Miss Arthur was. They were all the same age. Then he pulled on to 99. He lived 5 more years after Miss Arthur.
Yeah. Well. And Moni was...
She was 8 years older than me, which made her 83. I believe that's what they told me she was.
Yeah.
Would have been 83 in January. No, wait a minute. She had herself way on up there. But if she is, her birthday was January. She died in 2002. Okay. Seemed like to me she was born in 20. Essie in 17.
Oh, I believe Moni would have lived longer if it hadn't been for what happened to her.
Oh, she would have. But, you know, Kathleen called the other night. She was kind of crushed. Her mind, Charlotte. She said that's not... I had lost her a long time
Right.
before then. And I know what she's talking about.
Yeah.
She said we were sitting one day with some company, and she looked out the window, and she said, look at that pretty bird. And before she could even close her mouth, she did it again, and again, and again. You know, repeating.
Yeah.
Like May. The brain, something dies or goes anywhere. May would repeat sentences over and over and over. Just as clear as a bell, but she would repeat.
Yeah. Well,
I miss Margaret.
Oh, yeah.
And that's killed Essie. She first told me that I just have to block this Margaret. I can't. But she don't block Margaret. She calls me and wants to talk about it, you know.
Well, you'll get to laugh when you see that on that video about the cat in the car wash and Moni telling about Aunt Savannah's detached retina.
When I saw that, I said, gosh, I remember this. It was something else, wasn't it?
You're going to laugh.
I am.
You're going to laugh and you're going to cry.
But it's just that I want to be by myself.
Right.
Then I'll have them over and I'll serve them coffee and stuff while they watch it.
Yeah.
But I'm real selfish about those. I never offered to play them for Letty. I never offered to play them for Essie and Cassie last night.
Yeah.
Just didn't offer.
Well, no, you have to
Watch them first.
be with them yourself.
Yeah.
So, but we're not going to keep you, Bibbie.
You don't know what this meant to me. And I tell y'all, everybody's getting the impression that I don't want to come up there. And, of course, I can't blame them. But I just have not been able.
Well, we understand.
But I am looking forward to a better year.
Yeah.
Next year. Charlotte.
Huh.
Did I send you a date book?
A date book?
For 2003?
No.
I did not?
No.
Well, I will. I've lost one and I can't remember what happened. Reba and Melissa. And I may have mailed it to Kathleen. I'll have to ask everybody that calls me. You know, and so finally I went in there and I just put down on a list.
Yeah.
They were so pretty. They were angels. I want to mail you one.
Okay.
And but I'm going to forget who I gave them to. You see.
Well, I have to do a list and check them off.
That's what I did. I run in there and I wrote down, well, I know Melissa and Reba.
Yeah.
That's all I know. Because I haven't really seen anybody.
Yeah.
And so I must have mailed.
Okay.
But God only knows. And you know I don't get hung up on nothing like that. That takes up too much time to wonder.
I know it.
If I send somebody to, they can pass it on.
That's right. Oh. Well, I know you'll have a good day watching your
I
tape.
am going to have a good day. This is my day.
Yeah.
This is my vacation day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I had planned.
And turn the phone off.
I'm going to turn the phone off.
I'm glad you hadn't turned it off before we called you.
No. Then Letty called, and she'd have been talking about me from now on. I had it turned off in the morning.
Well, somebody would come over there to see what was wrong.
Honey. Alan tore in here the other morning. Mama. I was sitting at the dining table, and it got away with him.
Uh-huh.
Essie called him. Everybody answered this phone here. My phone was out.
Oh.
no.
And I didn't even know it. I've never heard such panic in nobody's voice.
Yeah.
And you know, Essie's good at that. I said, well, son, I'm glad you came because it's a wonder she didn't get Kathy off of her job.
Oh, Lord.
So he left. And we tried all the phones. It was dead. He said it would ring and ring and ring, but of course it didn't ring in the house.
Yeah.
So he left, come right back, and he said, Mama, there's 2 trucks working out here. And said I stopped and told him about this one. And then a few minutes, the young man came, knocked on the door, and said somebody had a wreck on one of our boxes. And I said, a post? And he said, no, you know that low thing that sits low to the ground. He said they just had a wreck right up on top of it.
Oh.
But those men worked out there till dark. But anyway, he was back in a few minutes and said, I want you to try your phone now.
Well, you'll have to tell Alan that you're going to turn your phone off in case somebody calls him.
Yeah, well, he's hunting with Ray today, so he won't be bothering me. He's already put in the call.
Okay.
Oh. But that's my treat for today.
Good. Well, some of it'll be sad, some of it'll...
Well, I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I don't mind that because life is sometimes sad.
Oh, yes.
And you know, if you're just looking for happiness, that's not life.
No. But there's... Mark had, at your house, had set the camera on the freezer or somewhere, and or on that bar area, and just let it go, and that's what that was at the people.
But I remember about the detached retina.
Oh, that was, she said...
I told somebody, Kathleen said, Bibbie, did you want to look at her? I said, no. One thing I knew that a bunch of them were together around her like crows. And I said, no, honey, it's all right. She hadn't wanted to open the casket.
Yeah. Yeah.
She told me how she dressed her up. I said, no, honey. And because of the people that I didn't want gawking. And anyway, I said, I have my own pictures.
Right.
I said, I have in my heart her sitting at the end of my dining table. Well, see, that's where she was sitting when she told that story.
Yeah. And in the living room when you were talking about leering at the weenie roast.
We moved on in here. What a day.
You were sitting on a footstool or something, and she was laughing so hard and talking about when she was in the dollar store in Ringgold and farted, and when she was standing in line and laughing about that, and
you know what? I don't know if you remember Miss Treadway. You know, Bill and Reba was in love, and I couldn't stand him, and I think he finally got to be a policeman. He shot himself in the foot. That was when they were children. But Miss Treadway lived close to Margaret, and she come to church. She lives at Benton, I believe, Blanchard, but she appeared up at church the other day, and she said, I didn't get to go to that funeral, but said that was the most precious person. Said me and her made every garage sale. I don't believe Miss Treadway had a car and could drive, and I guess Margaret did.
Yeah.
But she said, we didn't miss no garage sales right around here. And said she was sitting there, and let's see, I don't know whether she put on some shoes or what. And she said, Iva, look at here. These is a perfect fit. And she said, Miss Ward, you know, I'm kind of scared of buying shoes at a garage that somebody else has worn, or thinking about disease. And she said, shut up. My feet is itching already. Now, Miss Treadway will never forget that.
And I didn't know how to spell Leron, so I didn't.
Lehron.
Leh, okay.
You know, he's poor feller don't have any mind. He's living up at no mind.
He's probably still farting. You said,
but he is farting. I've never heard a little man do that.
And you said it. You saw him in Brookshire's, and he
farted all the way down the aisle.
Yeah.
And you could have heard it over in the next aisle.
And on that little cassette tape, I apologize for the noises in between, like the boop and the,
Yeah.
But that's.
I'm gonna put that on right now. I listened to it first.
And you and Alan.
Lady, grab that up.
Mm.
Billie, Jane, and Mike. Over and over, and I said, well, lady, that has to be her son.
Yeah.
You know, she's trying to put Mike into it. Her Mike.
Oh.
So I'm glad she's gone through everything on the table now. Maybe she won't.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Michael.
Certainly. I knew who it was.
And Randy and Uncle Gene and everybody in your kitchen that day.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait.
Well, we're going to let you get to it.
Well, that's what's going to be my day. And I want y'all to know I love you.
Well,
I love you too.
And looking forward to, if I can't get there this year, there's always next year.
That's right. And get to work.
When I start writing and making big money, will you see? I can come in a limousine. You know?
That's right. But
okie dokie.
so get with your day.
Love you.
Make you some coffee and a milkshake.
And have acid indigestion.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.